Did you know that the secret to transforming your life's biggest challenges into your greatest achievements lies in a philosophy that's over 2,000 years old? Imagine facing your struggles not with frustration or despair, but with calmness, clarity, and the strength of a warrior. This isn't just about overcoming obstacles. It's about reshaping your entire approach to life, finding peace amidst chaos and strength in the face of adversity. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has the power to change your life, just as it did for one of the greatest emperors of ancient Rome, Marcus Aurelius. He didn't just rule an empire, he mastered the art of living with wisdom, virtue, and serenity. In our fast-paced, stress-filled lives, Stoicism offers a beacon of light, guiding us towards a life of purpose, resilience, and happiness. So if you're feeling stuck, if you're searching for a way to face life's ups and downs with a steady heart and a clear mind, stay with me. Together, we'll explore how to apply these timeless Stoic principles to our modern lives, transforming not just the way we think, but the way we live every single day. Get ready to unlock a new level of greatness within you. Let's begin this journey together. Number 1. Choosing excellence every day. This isn't about making one grand gesture after another. No, it's far more personal and, honestly, a bit more mundane than that, but in the best way possible. It's about those moments when you're faced with a decision, to react with anger or respond with understanding, to succumb to laziness or to take action towards your goals, to get lost in distractions or to focus on what truly matters. Imagine, just for a second, how different your day would look if you chose to listen more attentively to the people around you, not just hearing them, but truly understanding where they're coming from. It's about those moments in traffic when your patience is tested and you decide to take a deep breath instead of honking the horn in frustration. Or when you're about to lose another hour to the endless scroll of social media and you choose instead to focus on a task that will bring you closer to your goals. Marcus Aurelius embraced these small daily decisions, and it's a powerful reminder for us. Greatness, in the Stoic sense, isn't bestowed upon us in some grand, ceremonial fashion. It's built through the quiet, consistent choices we make every day. This is the essence of Stoicism: controlling what we can, accepting what we can't, and having the wisdom to know the difference. So when you wake up tomorrow, remember you're at a crossroad. Each choice you make is a step towards excellence or a step away from it. The beauty of this journey is that every new day brings a fresh set of opportunities to choose wisely, to act with purpose, and to live in alignment with the values that Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers have taught us. It's not about being perfect, it's about striving for better, bit by bit. In those moments of choice, ask yourself, what would a Stoic choose? This doesn't mean you need to become a philosopher king overnight, or that every decision will be the right one, but it's about being mindful, making an effort, and most importantly, being consistent. Number 2, the power of reflection. Reflecting isn't about rehashing your day with a mental playback of events, although that can be part of it. It's about diving deeper, beneath the surface of what happened, to understand why it happened, how it made you feel, and what it tells you about yourself. This is the heart of Stoicism, self-awareness. It's about facing yourself with honesty, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. Imagine ending your day, not with your phone or the TV, but with a quiet moment for yourself. Picture yourself sitting there, maybe with a journal or just your thoughts, and really asking, how did I live today? Did you act in accordance with your values? Were there moments when you could have been kinder, more patient, or more understanding? And importantly, were there moments that you're proud of? This practice, though it requires nothing but a few quiet moments, can profoundly shift how you approach life. It's like clearing the fog from a mirror, each day wiping away a bit more until you can see yourself with clarity. With this clarity comes the ability to align your actions more closely with your core values, the very essence of living a Stoic life. What's beautiful about reflection is its simplicity. You don't need any special tools or rituals, you just need the willingness to be present with yourself. And yes, it might feel strange at first, maybe even a bit daunting, to confront your own thoughts and emotions so directly. But like any habit, it gets easier with time, and the insights you gain are well worth the effort. Reflection also teaches us humility and compassion, first towards ourselves and then towards others. It's easy to be hard on ourselves when we falter, to focus on our flaws and failures. But Stoicism teaches us to view these moments as opportunities for growth, not as reasons for self-criticism. By reflecting on our day with kindness and a genuine desire to learn, we not only foster self-compassion, but also extend that compassion to those around us. So, I encourage you to embrace the power of reflection. Let it be your daily ritual, your moment of peace and introspection in a world that often feels anything but peaceful. It's a step towards becoming not just more stoic in your outlook, but more grounded, more centered, and ultimately, more aligned with the person you strive to be. Number 3. Accepting others. Our lives are indeed a mosaic, a beautifully complex pattern of interactions with people who are as varied as the stars in the sky. Some shine brightly in our lives, guiding us, inspiring us. Others, well, they might seem more like black holes at times, challenging our patience, our tolerance, our very ability to keep our cool. But here's the thing, each of these interactions, each of these individuals has something to teach us. Marcus Aurelius, in his infinite wisdom, understood that everyone, even those who oppose us or irritate us, plays a crucial role in the grand scheme of things. This isn't about liking everyone or pretending that their actions don't affect us. It's about recognizing that everyone has their path, their battles, their lessons to learn, and so do we. By accepting others, we're not condoning their behavior. We're acknowledging our shared humanity, our imperfections, and our collective journey through life. This practice of Stoic acceptance is liberating. Imagine freeing yourself from the weight of constant judgment, from the drain of perpetual irritation. It's like unshackling chains you didn't even realize you were wearing. Suddenly, you find yourself moving through life with a lighter step, a clearer mind, because you're no longer bogged down by the actions of others. You control your response, your peace, your inner equilibrium. But, and it's a big but, this doesn't mean becoming a doormat or ignoring injustice. Far from it. Stoic acceptance is about choosing your battles wisely, knowing when your energy and actions can make a difference, and when it's healthier to let go, to conserve your strength for where it truly matters. It's about maintaining your inner peace amidst the external chaos of the world, not through ignorance but through a deliberate, conscious choice. So, how do we practice this in our daily lives? Start small. The next time someone cuts you off in traffic or a co-worker snaps at you, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that their actions are a reflection of their inner state, not yours. Choose not to let it disturb your peace. It's not easy, I know, but like any skill, it gets easier with practice, and the rewards, peace of mind, reduced stress, and a deeper understanding of the complex tapestry of human behavior are well worth the effort. By practicing Stoic acceptance, we not only make our own lives more peaceful, but we also contribute to a more tolerant, understanding world. We recognize that, like us, everyone is fighting their own battles, learning their own lessons, and in this shared journey of life, acceptance can be a powerful tool for connection, growth, and, ultimately, inner peace. Number 4. Beyond complaining. Every moment of frustration, every instance that might prompt us to complain, is actually an opportunity. Yes, you heard that right. An opportunity for personal growth, for turning a seemingly negative situation into a positive one. It's a radical shift in perspective, but stick with me. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. The instinct to start a monologue of complaints is strong. But what if, instead, you saw this as a gift of time? Time to listen to that podcast you've been meaning to catch up on, or perhaps to mentally prepare for your day, to plan, to reflect. This is Stoicism in action, taking what life throws at you and making it work for you, not against you. This approach doesn't just apply to traffic jams. It's about reprogramming how we react to all of life's inconveniences and challenges. It's easy to complain. It's much harder to pause, take a deep breath, and ask ourselves, how can I use this situation to my advantage? This is the essence of Stoicism, focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't. And while we can't control traffic, we can certainly control our response to it. But let's be clear, transforming moments of frustration into opportunities for growth doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It's not about putting on a happy face and pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about acknowledging your frustration, but then choosing a more productive way to deal with it. It's about asking yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? This Stoic practice has a ripple effect. The more we choose to redirect our complaints into constructive action, the more resilient we become. Over time, we find that the things that used to trigger our complaints have lost their power over us. We become more adaptable, more flexible, and yes, happier. So next time you find yourself on the verge of a complaint, take a moment. Remember Marcus Aurelius and the wisdom of the Stoics. Ask yourself how you can turn this situation into an opportunity for growth. It might not be easy at first, but with practice, you'll find that life becomes a series of opportunities, not obstacles. Number 5. Focusing on what matters. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, prompts us to question the essence of our commitments. It's a powerful exercise. Ask yourself, does this activity, this commitment, this scroll through social media add value to my life? Or does it simply take up space, creating noise that distracts me from what's truly meaningful? This Stoic principle of focusing on what matters is about more than productivity. It's about purpose. It's about making the conscious choice to fill your life with activities, people, and work that align with your deepest values and aspirations. It's a form of self-respect, a way of honoring your time on this earth by ensuring that it's spent in a way that's true to you. Turning your focus into a superpower means being fiercely selective about where your attention goes. In an era of distractions, this selectiveness becomes your shield, your tool for carving out a life that feels rich, meaningful, and aligned with your true self. It means saying no, sometimes uncomfortably so, to the non-essential, so you can say yes to what truly enriches your life. But how do we do this? Start small. Begin each day with a clear intention. What is one thing that, if you focused on it today, would move you closer to your vision of a meaningful life? It could be something as simple as spending quality time with your family, making progress on a personal project, or taking time for self-care. Remember, focusing on what matters is not a one-time decluttering session. It's a daily practice, a constant process of asking, is this essential? And it's not just about elimination, it's about creation. By clearing away the non-essential, you create space for creativity, for passion, for joy. You open up room in your life for experiences that truly matter. Marcus Aurelius showed us that even as an emperor, amid the vast responsibilities and distractions of ruling an empire, he could find clarity by focusing on his Stoic principles. This teaches us that no matter how busy or overwhelmed we might feel, there's always the opportunity to bring our focus back to what's truly important. So let's challenge ourselves to live more like Marcus. Let's be diligent gatekeepers of our attention and time. When faced with a new commitment, ask yourself, does this align with my values? Will this bring me closer to the life I want to lead? If the answer is no, have the courage to pass on it. And remember, focusing on what matters isn't about getting more done. It's about getting the right things done. It's about living a life that, at the end of each day, makes you feel fulfilled, not just busy. It's about creating a legacy, not of tasks completed, but of a life well lived, rich in experiences and relationships that truly matter to you. Number 6. The colors of gratitude and virtue. Gratitude, in its essence, is about recognizing the good in our lives, even on our worst days. It's about shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have. This doesn't mean ignoring our problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about balance. For instance, if you've had a challenging day, take a moment to acknowledge those challenges, but then make it a point to find one thing you're grateful for. Maybe it's as simple as a warm cup of coffee, a message from a friend, or the comfort of your home. This practice of gratitude shifts our perspective, and suddenly our problems seem a bit smaller, a bit more manageable. And then there's virtue, the moral excellence that Marcus Aurelius and the Stoics held in such high regard. Virtues like honesty, courage, kindness, and integrity are not just lofty ideals, they're practical tools for living a fulfilling life. They're about being true to ourselves, about living in alignment with our deepest values. Every time we choose honesty over deceit, courage over fear, kindness over indifference, we strengthen our moral fiber. We become more resilient, more compassionate, and more aligned with the best version of ourselves. Practicing these virtues isn't always easy, especially in challenging situations. It's one thing to be kind when everything's going your way. It's quite another to be kind in the face of adversity, or to be honest when lying might seem like the easier path. But, as Marcus Aurelius teaches us, it's precisely in these difficult moments that our virtues are tested, and it's precisely in these moments that they matter the most. So, how do we weave the colors of gratitude and virtue into the tapestry of our lives? It starts with intention. Begin each day with the intention to find something to be grateful for and to practice at least one virtue. Maybe you decide to focus on kindness, looking for opportunities to be kind to both yourself and others throughout the day. Or perhaps you choose courage, facing a fear or stepping out of your comfort zone. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about progress. It's about making a conscious effort to live according to your values, to add a little more color to your life and the lives of those around you every single day. By practicing gratitude and virtue, we don't just change ourselves, we change how we interact with the world around us. We become a source of positivity and strength, not just for ourselves, but for others as well. Number 7. The never-ending learning journey. In our modern, fast-paced world, the idea of continuous learning has never been more relevant. With the vast sea of information at our fingertips, there's always something new to discover, to understand, to marvel at. But it's not just about accumulating facts or skills. It's about keeping our minds flexible, our perspectives wide, and our hearts open. It's about enriching not just our minds but our spirits, embracing the joy of discovery and the growth that comes with it. Every day offers us a chance to learn something new, whether it's a piece of knowledge, a skill, or a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. It could be as simple as picking up a book on a topic we know little about, listening to a podcast that challenges our views, or even engaging in a conversation that opens our eyes to different perspectives. This practice of continuous learning is a journey that has no end, and that's what makes it so exhilarating. But here's where it gets really interesting. This journey keeps us humble. The more we learn, the more we realize how much we don't know. It's a beautiful paradox. This humility is a cornerstone of Stoicism. It reminds us that we're all students of life, always growing, always evolving. And in this humility, we find a shared humanity, a connection with others on their own paths of discovery. Moreover, embracing continuous learning makes us more adaptable. In a world that's constantly changing, the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn is invaluable. It's not just about keeping up with the times, it's about leading the way, about being a beacon of innovation, creativity, and wisdom in our communities. So how do we embark on this never-ending learning journey? It starts with a simple yet powerful decision: to remain open to new ideas, open to being wrong, open to the vast, beautiful complexity of life. It's about setting aside time each day, even if it's just a few minutes, to feed our curiosity, to explore, to ask questions. Let's take inspiration from Marcus Aurelius and commit to being lifelong learners. Let's celebrate each day as an opportunity to expand our minds and enrich our lives. And let's share this journey with others, encouraging and inspiring each other to keep learning, keep growing, and keep exploring the endless wonders of the world around us. Number 8. The freedom of forgiveness. Marcus Aurelius, through his meditations and reflections, often came back to the theme of forgiveness. He understood that holding on to anger and resentment was like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. It harms us more than it harms them. Forgiving is not about condoning wrongdoings or forgetting the hurt caused. It's about choosing not to let those experiences define us or dictate our emotional state. Forgiveness sets us free in a way that few other things can. It allows us to move past our mistakes and the mistakes of others, to learn from them, and to proceed without being weighed down by negative emotions. This is easier said than done, of course. Forgiveness is a process, often a long and difficult one, but its rewards are immeasurable. It brings a sense of peace, a lightness, that is hard to find through any other means. Forgiving ourselves is just as important, if not more so, than forgiving others. We are often our own harshest critics, holding ourselves to standards of perfection that are impossible to meet. When we fail, as we inevitably will, we beat ourselves up, replaying our mistakes over and over in our minds. But Stoicism teaches us to view these failures as opportunities for growth. By forgiving ourselves, we acknowledge that we are human, that we are fallible, and that each mistake is a step on the path of personal development. This Stoic practice of forgiveness also extends to how we view and interact with the world around us. When we forgive, we acknowledge that everyone is doing the best they can with the knowledge and resources they have at the time. It fosters empathy and understanding, connecting us with others in a profound and meaningful way. So, how do we cultivate this freedom of forgiveness in our daily lives? It starts with a conscious decision to let go, to release the hold that past hurts have on us. It involves a shift in perspective, seeing the act of forgiveness as a gift we give ourselves rather than something we do for others. It's about practicing compassion, both for ourselves and for others, recognizing that we all are on a journey and we all make mistakes. Let's take inspiration from Marcus Aurelius and the Stoic philosophers by embracing forgiveness as a way of life. Let's commit to freeing ourselves from the burdens of the past, to living a life unchained by bitterness and resentment. Forgiveness is a key to a peaceful heart and a serene mind. It's a journey worth embarking on, a path that leads to true freedom and liberation. Let's walk this path of forgiveness together, supporting and encouraging each other along the way. Let's discover the freedom and peace that come from letting go, from moving forward with a light and open heart. The freedom of forgiveness is within our reach, and it's a gift that we all deserve. Let's embrace it with open arms. Number 9. Living your ideals. Great ideas demand action. It's about bringing our highest values into the everyday, into the small, seemingly mundane moments, as much as the big, life-defining ones. It's about making our actions speak louder than our words, influencing those around us not through grand declarations, but through our daily conduct. Imagine if we all strive to embody kindness in every interaction, no matter how brief or trivial. Kindness in how we speak to the barista who makes our coffee. Kindness in our patience with a colleague struggling to learn something new. Kindness in our forgiveness of a friend who has let us down. This consistent practice of kindness has a ripple effect, touching the lives of those around us and inspiring them to pass it on. Honesty, too, is a virtue that demands our courage and commitment. It's easy to be honest when the stakes are low, but the true test of our character comes when we're faced with the temptation to bend the truth for our gain. Living by the ideal of honesty means being truthful in our words and our actions, even when it's uncomfortable or comes with a cost. It's about building a reputation of integrity, earning the trust and respect of those around us. Hard work is another ideal that finds its true expression in action. It's not just about the effort we put into our jobs or careers, but about the dedication we bring to our personal growth, our relationships, and our contributions to our communities. It's about showing up day after day, committed to making a positive difference, no matter how small. But here's the thing, living your ideals isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about striving each day to be a little more like the person we aspire to be. Marcus Aurelius knew this well. He was acutely aware of his flaws and shortcomings, but saw each day as a new opportunity to live according to his Stoic principles. So, how do we put this into practice? It starts with clarity about what our ideals are. What values do we hold dear? What principles do we want to guide our lives? Once we have this clarity, it's about making a conscious effort every day to align our actions with these ideals. It's about asking ourselves, in each decision and every action, am I living true to my values? Let's take inspiration from Marcus Aurelius and make the commitment to live our ideals, not just in the big moments, but in the small, everyday ones. Let's be the embodiment of the values we cherish, influencing the world around us through our actions, not just our words. It's a path that requires courage, effort, and perseverance, but it's also a path that leads to a life of deep fulfillment and purpose. Number 10. Restoring balance. This perspective is incredibly freeing, allowing us to approach each day as a fresh opportunity to align our actions with our inner rhythm, even when we face the inevitable stumbles along the way. Marcus Aurelius saw resilience not as a form of harsh self-discipline or rigid control over one's life, but as a gentle correction, a way to softly guide ourselves back to our path whenever we stray. It's a beautiful reminder that being resilient doesn't mean being inflexible or unyielding. Rather, it's about being adaptable, forgiving ourselves for our missteps, and viewing each new day as a blank slate, ripe with potential. This Stoic approach to restoring balance recognizes that life is inherently unpredictable. We will have moments of triumph and moments of struggle, times when everything seems to fall effortlessly into place, and times when nothing seems to go right. The key is not to rigidly resist these fluctuations, but to flow with them, learning from each experience and using it as a stepping stone toward growth. Restoring balance is about more than just managing our time or our commitments. It's about harmonizing our inner world with our external actions. It's about ensuring that our daily activities reflect our deepest values, that we're not just busy, but purposefully engaged in pursuits that bring us fulfillment and joy. It's about listening to our own needs, physical, emotional, and spiritual, and honoring them. So, how do we practice this in our daily lives? It starts with self-awareness. Take a moment each day to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? What do you need more of or less of to feel balanced? It might be more rest, more movement, more connection with loved ones, or more time for solitude and reflection. Then, it's about making small adjustments. Maybe it means saying no to an extra commitment to protect your time for rest. Perhaps it involves setting aside a few minutes each morning to meditate, journal, or simply sit in silence, preparing yourself for the day ahead. Or it could be about finding ways to inject moments of joy and gratitude into your day, whether through a hobby, time spent in nature, or an act of kindness. Remember, restoring balance is not a one-time act, but a continuous process. It's about being gentle with ourselves, recognizing that some days will be better than others, and that's okay. It's about celebrating our successes and learning from our challenges, always with the goal of moving forward one step at a time. Marcus Aurelius's life and writings remind us that resilience, balance, and joy are within our reach, no matter the external circumstances. By embracing each day as a new chance to live fully with intention and purpose, we can navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and poise. So, let's take this to heart. Let's strive to restore balance in our lives, not through force, but through gentle corrections and mindful choices. Let's support each other on this journey, sharing our experiences, our struggles, and our triumphs. Together, we can live lives that are not only balanced, but deeply meaningful and rich with joy. As we journey together through the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, we are reminded that the essence of a fulfilling life isn't found in the absence of challenges, but in how we choose to respond to them. It's in the small daily decisions to live with purpose, kindness, and resilience. It's in our capacity to forgive, to learn continuously, and to seek balance in the ebb and flow of life. Remember, every day is a new canvas, and you hold the brush. Paint your life with the vibrant colors of gratitude, virtue, and perseverance. Let's not just dream about a life of greatness. Let's make it our reality, step by mindful step. If these ideas have sparked something within you, if you're ready to dive deeper into living a life guided by Stoic wisdom, I invite you to explore our playlist on the screen. Here, you'll find more insights, more stories, and practical tips to help you navigate life's complexities with Stoic grace. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Please leave your comments and share your experiences. Let's embark on this journey of growth, resilience, and fulfillment together. Thank you for being part of Stoic Journal community. See you soon.